need things, I need action, I need time, I need love, I need patience, I need trust. Just tell me what you need, baby. 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 I've been trying to get you to communicate. Then you know I'm flying on this interstate. Baby, when I give it to you, can you take it? You know that's how you give me this motivation. I've been trying to do more than just maintain. You know all this pressure that this pain makes. And I've been trying to get you on the same page. You know we doing better on the same thing. You call me and you say you need it right now. Yeah, babe, I'm on the way, so just pipe down. I don't wanna hear you first. I don't wanna hear you first. New G-Wag, new Maybach. I need things, I need action, I need time, I need love, I need patience, I need trust. Just tell me what you need, baby. Just tell me what you need, baby. Just tell me what you need, baby. Just tell me what you need, baby.
I'm jealous of your left side neck tattoo, cause it means so much to you, and it won't ever remove. I'm jealous of your day one cousins too, cause they knew you from the womb, and know all that you've been through. I'm jealous of the way the sun gets to shine on you. I'm jealous of the way the moon spends its nights, watching you snooze, even in your sleep. You're so fine, please tell me, babe, is it a crime? Can I just get all of your time? I'm selfish cause you're supposed to be all mine. So don't let the wind kiss your face. All mine. No, don't let nothing take my place. Supposed to be all mine. From the car you drive to the street you ride. I'm jealous, I'm selfish. All mine. I'm jealous of the seasons as they change, cause they seen you through the rain, and you ride through all the waves. I'm jealous of your coworkers.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 11. Welcome to the stream. I don't know where my chat went in OBS. That's what I've been trying to figure out. I exited out. Now there's got to be a way to put it back. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. But welcome. If you're new here, my name is Jillian. I am an amateur vibe coder. Let me test the audio first. There's got to be a way to put it back. All right. Well, the audio is good. Where the hell is my chat? Hi, Vortex. Welcome to the stream. Vibe coding, we're using AI agents, AI tools to build web apps, right? Without knowing a line of code. Hi, Raina. Welcome. Let me just try. Where the hell is my chat in OBS? How can I get it back? Add source, enable preview. I don't know. I guess I just might not be able to use it. Hi, Azor. How are you today? Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know where my chat is in OBS. I don't know what the hell I did. Again, new to this. New to everything. But hopefully, I mean, I can read the chat right here. That's fine. My day's good. It's been a little busy. I got really good sleep last night. I slept like 8 hours. So I woke up a little bit late today. But I needed it. I needed it so much. So that was good. And then I just decided I'm just going to take my time today. got to the gym when I got to the gym, worked out slow. I had to come home and work on a bunch of things. So, yeah, but it's been good. Another rainy day in Thailand, but Azor, I know that you would love that. Yeah. So I want to continue working on this. I want to take a look at what we've done because I'm good on the design. There was just one little thing that was bothering me, and it's when the user chooses like the max days, max stops, that boarding pass becomes so huge. It's not the biggest deal, but and I don't know if there's a way to fix it properly or if it's even worth, I don't know if it's going to make things worse, but I want to play around with it a little bit. But how's everybody's day going? What's everybody been up to? That's true, Azor. That's true. I hope I'm one of those teachers. I like to think that I am. I really do like to think that I am. I get a lot of good feedback from my students. They do tend to like me and get along with me. It's usually the same. Oh shit, Echo. Hey, nice to see you. Echo, I really want to show you what I did with this app because I actually took what you made a suggestion in the call that we had that I should play around with Claude Design a little bit. So I wasn't in love with the design a few days ago, so I decided I went down a little bit of a Claude Design rabbit hole and it redesigned the whole thing for me. So I really want to show you, and thank you so much for that suggestion because now I'm like in love with the app. So this is what it looks like. Alive as always was a bit worried about privacy and stuff, so I'm trying to make my own server encryption protocol. Nice, Azor. I know some things have to be kept private, but I'm still like a little confused. Hey, why is my screen is not showing? Something is wrong. Guys, something's wrong because it's not showing. I'm showing the app. A little confused. Hey, why is my screen? You can't see. There's definitely something wrong. Because I'm playing around on Chrome and you can't see what I'm doing. Hold on, let me go full camera. What's going on with that source? I'm very confused. If I move this around, no. It's like frozen. Maybe if let me try to add it. Can I do that while I'm streaming? Let me see. What is happening? What is happening? Something's going on. Scenes where the eyes on hide. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The eyes are open. Okay, now it's off. But you still see it. Nope. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me try to add a source. Oh, yeah. Not the struggle I thought I would be. Yeah, you still can't see. It doesn't even show that the tab's open, so it's like the source, is frozen. There's something wrong with the source, that's what it is. So let me Let me try. Sorry, guys. macOS screen capture. That's not working. What's going on? Yes, let me remove. Let me delete this, sorry. Hi, Cars. Yes, I am using Claude Code with Replit. Oh, now you can't see me. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back. I'm having a little trouble with my scene here and my sources. Maybe I gotta delete the whole and add it back. Okay. Give me a sec. Create new. Sure, let's just do that. Okay, I think this is gonna work. And then put my camera on top. Okay. I think that works now. That works. Can you connect with me on LinkedIn? Sure. I mean, right now I'll tell you my LinkedIn is probably not up to date because it's all like math teachery. I have to update my LinkedIn for sure because the last time I updated it was a year ago. Here you go, Echo. I just want to show you this. Sorry, talking to 1,000 people at once, but I updated my LinkedIn. Yeah, I updated my LinkedIn a year ago because I was trying to find a virtual teaching job, and I did just that using LinkedIn, so it worked. But that's what my LinkedIn is all about right now. You can find me on LinkedIn if you want to connect there. You can connect with me on Instagram. You can connect with me on Discord. The Discord's floating around somewhere in the chat. And yeah, that's how you can connect with me. The next thing I need to do here, okay, let me just ask ChatGPT. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me go over here. Because the chat, how do I resolve the back end or front end separately? Snow, you're asking the wrong gal. Let me tell you, you're asking the wrong gal. I'm an amateur. I'm a newbie. I'm learning. I will say this is what I just did with this app. I redesigned it yesterday. I redesigned the front end in Claude Design. And I went back and forth with Claude Design until it developed something that I really loved. And then I couldn't even tell you what it created for me. It created a redesign folder for me, and then I linked that to Claude Code. Something along those lines. That's all I know right now. But that was me just adjusting the front end of it while Claude Code was designing dealing with the back end. Thanks, Echo. Yeah. And it was all, I just started thinking about you saying to try out Claude Design. And I wasn't happy with the design, so I was like, I remembered you said that. I was like, let me try. Let me ask ChatGPT. Hey, I'm streaming with OBS right now, and I already started live streaming. We're live right now. And I accidentally X'd out the chat on OBS. Can you direct me on how I can get that back? Yeah, thank you, Azor, for helping, because you know I don't know. You know, I don't know the answer to that. Hi, Jess. Welcome to the stream. Okay, good. Other people are helping in the chat. Thank you. Okay, yes, in OBS, go to the top menu, view docs chat. Okay, let me see. View docs chat. Yay! That was easy. That was so easy. Okay. Learning, learning, learning. Okay, perfect. Now we're set. Now we're set. Nice to meet you, Jesse. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I'm building a Thailand itinerary builder. This is what we have so far. We're only halfway through developing the features. But I paused on that and spent 2 or 3 days, I can't remember, redesigning it because I didn't like what it was coming up with. And yeah, I'm very happy with this. The only thing I'm thinking of is if we pick the, thanks so much. It's a second app I'm building on stream. So if you go back to day 1, I'll just say, not that I know too much, but I feel like I know so much more than I did on day 1. And the second app is coming out way nicer than the first app. So I'm happy with that. My only issue with this design is if we max out and we pick the maximum number of days, the maximum number of stops, Jesse, I know. I already feel like I am part of a massive rabbit hole because ever since I started doing this, my life has changed and I'm managing my time and my schedule a lot differently because I thought I was going to be doing little like 30-minute to 1 hour streams and working on a project, but I just can't stop and time is flying when I'm building. All this is fine. I'm fine with that. Especially if it's in full screen, you see it. This is the part. I guess if you're in full screen, it's okay. But if you're here, this boarding ticket looks a little bit, it just doesn't fit. It's just so huge. If you max out, the boarding pass is so huge. It's a little like overkill. And I don't know what to do about it. Or if it's just okay. And I'm just harping on something. We can make it so it just shows the first and the last stop. But I don't necessarily want that. Or I could just leave it. I just don't know if this is like too obnoxious when you build your whole itinerary, if you max out. I just leave it for now, I guess. I need more time to think about it. That's something I could always go back and change. I think I need more time to, like, I would just want it to fit. Well, when you're in full screen, it fits. Like, what if somebody wanted to take a screenshot of it or something? Let me see. Let me see if it can make a slight adjustment. Like, I would want the boarding pass to stay the same size. That's what I'm going for. If this boarding pass could stay the same size and just the route itself becomes smaller, I think that might be that might be better. Okay. Before we move on to step 6, one more design tweak that I want to make. When the user plans their route, especially when they max out, max amount of days, max amount of stops, the boarding pass becomes way too big that it's almost obnoxious. Is there a way that no matter what itinerary is built for the user, that the boarding pass itself always stays the same size, but the route inside of the boarding pass changes size to fit inside of the boarding pass appropriately? That would mean for different itineraries, the size of the route would be different depending on how long that person's itinerary is. Ask me clarifying questions if you don't understand what I'm saying. And give me options if there are any on how to fix this. Okay. I think what I'm asking for is actually kind of complicated because it's very customized to the many different options that can be generated, but let's just see. See if I missed something in the chat. Oh, I was trying to. Okay, cool. Can't believe it's already Thursday. It's already almost 2 weeks of me doing this. I'm having so much fun though. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's see. I can never tell how loud the music is. Yesterday I watched back, it seemed a little too loud. Okay, that's good. Yeah, but let's see. I'm glad I'm fixing this because again, like all these little things, they start to keep me up at night now. So I don't know what's happening to me. So I haven't, but there have been I can't say that I have. There have been a lot of people come in the chat who are encouraging me to learn a little bit, or at least the basics, so I have more of an understanding. Somebody yesterday sent me a whole document of videos that I should look at as a beginner, which I watched 1.5 of the videos that they sent me. There's only so much time I can dedicate to that right now because this is just one of the many things I'm doing with my day. I'm not opposed to learning a little bit, especially by trade. My main job, I'm a math teacher. So I feel like the math side of my brain would really like that. I just have no background on it and no knowledge of it. I wish it was something that was offered in school when I was going to school. Doing this now, I'm thinking if I could have studied that, if I could have been exposed to it in high school when I was deciding what I wanted to do with my life, I think I would have really gravitated to that. But it wasn't an option in high school. I probably could have taken something in college, but at that point, I felt like I already had made a decision of what direction I wanted to go with my career. So I am interested. It will be a very slow learning process for me, basically mostly because of time. Time is what I'm missing here. And I'm a little more nerdy than you might think. I am a math teacher, so. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, for sure. Everybody, I mean, I have to say, everything that people have suggested to me has been wonderful. And I have so much respect for the programmers and developers that have come in here and given their advice. I appreciate it so much. Just for me as a beginner, I have to a beginner with not all the time in the world, I have to take it step by step. And I'm just going to go with the flow and learn at my own pace. And you're right, try what feels right. And of course, most importantly, I want it to be fun. Like, I'm having so much fun. If it starts to become stressful for me, which it already does sometimes, when things don't work. And I mean, I guess that's just the process. I think also with because I've been a teacher for over a decade, there's something about being a teacher where you feel like you have to be in control. But that's something just overall in my life I've let go of a lot of control in the past few years. I've learned how to just go with the wind, right? But that teacher in me is like, oh, I want to have control over everything. And then when it doesn't go my way, I start to feel a little stressed, but I have to change that mindset and just be like, this is just part of the process. So, hi, Nigel. What's up? How's it going? How you doing today? So now instead of learning the sample on a whiteboard. Oh shit, Echo, that's an idea. That's crazy. You're vibe coding a game to teach you. That's freaking cool and a really great idea. The process has been great. Nigel, I can't remember the last time I saw you. I don't know if it was yesterday that I saw you, or was it the day before? I can't remember. Now all the days are blending, and I don't know what. I feel like Azor. I don't know what day it is. But yesterday I did a redesign. Day before. So yes, this is what we're working with now. Yesterday I did a redesign. I used Claude Design. Let me do the max. Let's do the max and see what happens. Thanks so much. I really love it now. Like I truly, truly do. I see what it did. But I don't necessarily like that. Like if we're gonna go all the way here and then one stop is, and like how this is spaced out, that's not good. But the boarding pass stayed the same size, so that's good. Or if it's gonna roll over, it needs to be rolled over a little more, or if it's gonna wrap, it needs to be a little more balanced. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like maybe 5 stops on top, 4 on the bottom. Wait, did I copy that? No, that was the same one. Oops. Oh no, I did. Thinking about too many things at the same time. Okay, I like how the boarding pass now stays the same size. I definitely want to keep it working like that. However, I don't like how the route is formatted. For example, I tried it with the max number of days and the max number of stops, and the way the stops wrap and they're spaced out just doesn't look good to me. For example, I attached a screenshot of what it looks like in a smaller window, and I attached a screenshot of what it looks like in full screen. I don't like the way either of those look. What are some formatting options that we can go with without making the stops on the route become too small where they're hard to read? Maybe if you want to wrap the text, if the route is split up into 2 rows more evenly. Hi, Teddy. How are you? Welcome. I'll show you what it looks like right now. Could be nice to try hitting this stuff in the middle. That's a good idea, Jesse. I kind of want to see all the stops though. Like I'm liking that you can see all the stops. I am liking that. I do want to see all the stops, I think. 30 days, 9 stops. Thanks so much. This is also kind of big, but I think it's okay because it's over here. I'm okay with that, especially in full screen. I think that looks good. I'm happy with that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but see how this is even, it's more evenly distributed. We have 5 on the top, 4 on the bottom. I'll use that as a reference if Claude doesn't get it. What happens when we change? Okay. Even balanced rows. Break long routes into balanced centered rows. Even with spacing. But center, I don't necessarily want it centered. It doesn't have to be centered. Even with spacing, code say. Well, maybe actually. All right, let's try this one. That might work. Yeah, super, super happy with this so far. Like, I already can't wait to show people, but it's way too early. It's not fully built. But I'm like, I want you to use this. Oh, that would be awesome, Teddy. If I have this fully built soon, like maybe you can test it out and see if you like what it comes up with for your preference. Your dream is to move to Thailand for 2 to 3 months. Like, so just to stay here for 2 or 3 months, or you're planning to move here in 2 to 3 months. If you want to move, if you want to stay for 2 to 3 months, I think the max right now, they just changed the entry rules, like for tourists. I'm not sure what passport you have. That also comes into play, but I think now you can only come as a tourist for 30 days. And then you can extend that for another 30 days, so you get a maximum of 60 days. For a visa exempt, meaning you don't need a visa, right? Depending on your passport. I don't know what passport you have. I don't know where you're from. Or you can apply for a 6-month tourist visa. You'll want media. Yeah, so Echo, in the original prompt, when I started building this, I told Claude off the bat that has to be compatible on mobile. And I did test it on my phone. I mean, it doesn't look exactly the same. Like the boarding pass is obviously smaller, but it's right now it's functioning well. Right now it's functioning well on the mobile device. So I thought of that. I also thought of that right away when starting the project, because I remember with the last project, that was something that I thought about a little later on. Mm-mm. No. Oh no, and I don't want it centered. I still want it to be aligned to the left. And I think the size of the boarding pass changed. Let me see. Okay, so that was better, but it's not perfect yet. I actually don't want it to be centered. I want to keep the route aligned to the left. Also, with this update, the boarding pass did change size, which is the main thing I didn't want happening. So let's keep the route aligned to the left. Wait, hold on. This is centered though. But was it always centered? Now I can't remember. Let me see. Thailand Itinerary builder.replit.app. Well, I guess it's technically centered, but no, it wasn't. It was aligned to the left. Sorry, I'm such a nitpicker when it comes to just small details. Okay, so that was better, but it's not perfect yet. I actually don't want. Also, you changed the formatting of the original boarding pass when the user loads the app for the first time. I want you to set that back to exactly how you had it before. You had that mock route aligned to the left and it filled up the entire length of the boarding pass. Put that back exactly, and I mean exactly the way that you had it. I actually don't want it to be centered. I want it. And I don't like how the route kind of wrapped awkwardly in the middle. We should always just keep it with 2 evenly spaced out rows aligned to the left, formatted properly to whatever size window the user is using. Okay, let's see. All right, let me check the chat. Yeah, Echo, thank you. Thank you for making sure. Yeah. It was something like you said that I learned the hard way, and then remembering all the lessons that you learn along the way. I mean, I know some of them I'm going to remember from the jump. Some of them I know I'm going to forget until I fuck up enough times. Yeah, I checked everything just for now, trying to build remote income. Yeah, and Teddy, you know that you can just come without the remote income, and you can come for a month or two just to see if you like it and kind of decide if you do where you would want to live. Like, that's a big thing. I've lived here for 2 years, and in 2 years I've lived in 3 different apartments, because it's kind of hard when you move halfway across the world to just like settle down in one place and be like, okay, this is going to be my home. You know, I kind of have to move around to decide, is this where I want to stay? And honestly, I kind of like the change of environment. I don't even know at this point if I just want to make one place, if I want to get too comfortable in one place. I want to always have the option to move around, because when I left New York, I realized I had to get rid of so much shit, and I held on. Like, I was so distraught about getting rid of my stupid dining room table. Like, who the hell cares about that table? I don't know why I was so tripped up on that. Now it's like, I don't want anything. I just want to be able to pick up and move if I decide the environment doesn't work for me anymore. So it'd be good. You can come for 2 months and kind of get a feel of everything. As I remember, you said you're a math teacher. Why are you not doing courses on? What is that, Teddy? Udemy? Is that something that I could sign up for as a teacher, and does it pay well? Because I will say this, a lot of these online teaching jobs, the pay is absolutely, it's rude. It's rude. I've seen things for $20 an hour. I've seen things for like $15 an hour. There's no way that I'm teaching math for that price. Like, that's just not happening. And my current online teaching job, like it's better than that, but I still should be getting paid more. But it is what it is. It's enough to make a living for now. But a lot of these online teaching platforms, the pay is absolutely insane. Exactly. And you want me to teach? You want me to teach actual children? That's insane. Plus you have audience and trust. So. All right, I'll check it out, Teddy. I'll definitely check it out. If I can sell my courses. I don't really have courses to sell, but I mean, I have like some e-learning content, but I'll look into it. And I'll see what the price points are. That's most important. Okay, perfect. Then I'm definitely going to check it out. Thank you, Teddy. I'm just going on a rant because I'm remembering when I was applying to all these virtual teaching jobs, and I hadn't taught virtually yet other than in COVID. And a lot of them actually rejected me. And I'm like, you know what? You're doing me a favor, because I'm overqualified to be getting paid $20 an hour. Underestimation at its peak, 100%. 100%. Like, what? I'm a qualified teacher. I have 2 degrees. I have 10 plus years experience teaching globally. and you want to pay me $20 an hour. That's a slap in the face. I'm not talking about what you suggested, Teddy. I have to look into that. I'm just going on a rant now, thinking back to a year ago when I was applying for jobs. Ooh, Demi, I gotta write that down. I need to get a little notebook, I think, over here while I'm streaming. Even though who takes notes by hand anymore, right? But I still like to take handwritten notes sometimes for things. Teddy, how'd you know about that platform? Do you teach anything? Are you on that platform? Sitting in others into attack with I love it, Echo. I love it. Is it something, Echo, is it something that when you're finished building, like I could also use to learn? Well, yeah, it's gonna have to be simple for me too. Okay, cool. Keep me posted on that. I'd definitely be interested in trying it out. I already have my idea for my next. I don't know if it'll be my next app. I have to look at my Obsidian brain. But I'm not sure if I liked the rest of the ideas that I have in there. But Raina gave me a really good idea yesterday. I don't know if she's still there. She said something about trying the 7-Eleven drinks. Hold on, let me just check this. No. Okay, full screen looks okay. No. It still doesn't look right when the browser window is not in full screen. It also looks like the height of the boarding pass has changed, which I mentioned I didn't want happening. Notice how in this size window that I'm working on stream, the first row wraps. Which is what I think is causing the height of the boarding pass to change and get larger. I want the ratios to stay the same no matter what size browser the user is in. I don't know if using the word ratios and coding, if I'm thinking about it in a mathematical way, so. About the multiplayer though, local hosts won't count. But per cells, how we plan over now. All right, let me see. Let me grab something. I just want a mint. These Thai mints are so good. But we're getting there. Definitely not in a rush. Oh, what I was saying. Raina, she comes in here sometimes. She's one of my old students from Brooklyn. She mentioned coming to Thailand and trying these 7-Eleven drinks. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but 7-Eleven in Asia is like 7-Eleven culture is like a big thing in Asia. The best 7-Elevens are probably in Japan and Thailand, but people go to 7-Eleven and they make these drink concoctions. Like they have these like vitamin C shots and what do they mix it with? An electrolyte packet or with water, or there's one like I make one with a collagen powder and a collagen jelly and water. There's so many different combinations, but it's like viral. It's viral on TikTok and tourists love this shit. So I was thinking, what if I made some type of Thailand 7-Eleven drink mixer app where people can mix all the drinks? I don't know, I'm thinking. And it can give you like all the combinations. Yeah, Echo, that's what I'm doing sometimes. Sometimes I'm just, oh, like a random suggestion. Yeah. I've done that sometimes. Interesting, we at McDonald's. But is there a lot of 7-Elevens in Illinois? Is that a thing in Illinois? Because I know that they have them in New York. But it's nowhere close to the same as 7-Eleven in Asia. Like you can eat a full meal at 7-Eleven in Asia and it won't be like fake food. It'll be real food. I don't know. 7-Eleven is on another level. The amount of money that I spend at 7-Eleven, I was there today and I think I was there yesterday and I was like, Can I go a day without going to 7-Eleven and spending my life savings here? But people love that 7-Eleven shit. They either love or hate it. Because I've posted some 7-Eleven content, and then some people shit on me for it. Like, oh, another 7-Eleven video, blah, blah, blah. But most people love that content. Like, people come all the way to Thailand and they just want to stay. They just want to stay at 7-Eleven. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, and I don't blame you. In the United States, like 7-Eleven is not popping like that, but in Asia, 7-Eleven is elite. I have to say though, the best one's in Japan. Like, they have this smoothie maker, and I'm not talking about those nasty slushies at the US 7-Elevens. Like, it's like fresh fruit. I don't know, 7-Eleven is life here. Ah, better. Yes. Okay, perfect. And yeah, obviously it's going to change a little bit, but okay. Woohoo! We did it. This is okay. This is big, but I think I'm okay with it. I kind of like it. I'm not going to start fucking around with that right now. I'm okay with that. Okay. Claude's like, we can finally move to step 6. Claude has been waiting for me for 3 days. Oh, proportions. I should have said proportions. But that's the same thing. Okay. Okay, that works. It looks great. I'm happy with it. Yes, we can finally move to step 6. Thank you. Even Claude's over my ass. Claude's like, this bitch is just never gonna be happy. Yes, we can finally move on. I don't even know what step 6 is, man. I have no idea at this point. I have no idea what needs to be built. I know a map is gonna be put in at some point. Also, something that's really big in these Asian 7-Elevens that, I don't know, people might think it's gross, but in Asia, there are these like jelly drinks. They're in this like little packet, and almost what you would imagine like baby food is in, and it's like jelly. But I love I remember the first time I tried one was in Japan. I was like, am I gonna like this? But there's something about it so delicious and satisfying. Such an Asian thing. So I make my 7-Eleven concoctions, my 7-Eleven science projects with shit like that. But it would be cool to make like a 7-Eleven generator. And I'm just thinking of like the design. Like, it could be the 7-Eleven and like the neon lights. But also, I don't know what I can do with that and not get copyrighted. Or would I get copyrighted for something like that? I have to look into that. Like, if I use 7-Eleven's logo, and then the noise every time you walk into a 7-Eleven in Thailand, it's like, doo-doo, hello, welcome, every single time. So if we could put that noise in there, that would be cool. I'm already thinking. Typical me, always thinking about the next thing. I hope Claude tells me what it's doing when it's done, because I truly have forgotten what was supposed to come next. If not, I'm just gonna have to tell it to summarize for me. But I'm sure it's gonna give me a summary. It usually does. Okay, let's see. Transport suggestions. This one is doing something too crazy. If nothing changes, oh no, I'm scared now. Is it gonna break my stream? Let's see. Let me enlarge this. What is it giving me? Transport suggestions. New getting around section appears in the results between the route summary and the day by day, listing each leg of the trip. For each pair of consecutive stops, mode icon. A practical tip for that mode. It's driven by your real route. Use the same transport lookup. Styled in the boarding pass design. Build a multi-stop trip, 10 days, 3 stops. All right. Okay. Good. Azor, if you're saying it's good, I trust you. Because I don't know everything that I'm reading, obviously. Let's see. So it wants me to test it with first let's do a 10-day, 3 stops. Let me pick something that maybe I would know, like something I've done, so I know if the route summary is actually accurate. Let's see what generates. Okay, I've been to all 3 places, so I'll know if it's okay. All right, getting around. Bangkok to Krabi, budget carriers, AirAsia. Fly this often. Yep, that's true. Ferries run several times a day. Yeah, this is correct. Now build a 1-stop trip, 5 days, 1 destination. Yep, just Bangkok. My only thing, I like that. That's super useful. The only thing I would say, and maybe let it build out all the functions, because if this is step 6 out of 10, I don't know what else it's building. And then I feel like this is just one long ass page. Like, should I be asking it to open up different pages, or I don't know if that's something I should tackle now, or I should probably do it at the end, because I don't even know what other features it's going to give me. Because I'm not all right, let's just keep going. I don't want it to be so, I have to think of the organizational. Right, the simpler the better. That's what I'm thinking. I still think it's simple, it's just long. The information is very valuable. Like, this is, for somebody who's never been, this is valuable. This is the airline that I usually use to travel around Asia. I could even, I could even add more information about how to book the ferries. I won't do that right now. But this is, because a lot of people also, when they build their itineraries, they don't know how to get from point A to point B. So I think this is actually super helpful. Like, because you can get the itinerary. Okay, you're gonna do Bangkok, Krabi, Phuket, but if you don't know how to get from one place, if you have to look up how to get from one place to another, all right, that's okay for now. That's true. That's true. Okay. Let's just keep going, and then when I see everything built, then I'll have a better idea. Let's see what the original plan was. Oh, the weather notes. Echo's idea. Now we're putting the weather notes in. Is Claude gonna get this right? Because weather is very tricky in Thailand. Very tricky. Okay. That looks great. Ready to move on to step 7, the regional weather notes. Keep in mind, when you are coding this, well, actually no, because it said regional weather notes, so it should be, well, actually, when you're coding this, that weather does really vary depending on time of year and region of Thailand. And what was I going to say? For example, right now it's rainy season in Phuket, but it is not rainy season in Koh Samui. That is just an example that I'm giving you for reference. Oh, this spokenly, it picked up Koh Samui. Thank God. I just might have to go to Koh Samui if it's going to be raining like this. Yeah, but that should be easy enough. I just hope it's put it in a tasteful way. And I guess really they're only gonna, it should only really give you the weather for your route. Hi Annie, welcome. Are you trying to show current weather or weather in general? Not the current weather. So this is an itinerary builder, and the user is going to pick the month that they want to travel in. So it should show them the weather, like what the typical weather would be for that month. Obviously, it's unpredictable. You know, Thailand is a tropical place, the weather is tropical, and even if it's rainy season, it doesn't mean it's going to rain. Even if it's high season, it doesn't mean that it won't rain. You know, but just a general idea. This is something I noticed. I don't like how this is highlighted. Everything else is highlighted in green. This needs to be fixed. This border. Is this one good? Yeah, this one's good. Okay, what about in light mode? Yeah, so it will generate the user's itinerary for the month that they want to travel in, and I wanted to give them just a general idea of what they can expect in terms of weather. Thanks. Thank you so much, Annie. But the reality is weather here is very unpredictable, but we do have seasons. We do have seasons, so and I should really put a disclaimer. If you're here during monsoon season, do not get on a boat. Don't get on a speedboat, a friendly, just don't do it. I do have to fix some of those itineraries. There are some that I think are some days that were planned that I remember were unrealistic. I truly wouldn't recommend. There was one day that they had planned in Phuket, and I would never personally recommend somebody trying to squeeze that all in one day. So I'll fix that later. Or is it better to fix that now? I don't know what it's going to do next. A new weather section. Build a route spanning both coasts. That's a good idea. Set the month to September. Okay. Yeah, those are good suggestions. All right, let's pull it. And see what happens. But this page is just getting longer and longer and longer. Okay, let's see. Let's build a route that's going to, let's go for 14 days. Let's do 4 stops. Depart from Bangkok. Let's say we're an island hopper. I'm going to leave out the interest, but let's just make sure that we're traveling in September. That needs to be fixed. And that we have to see Phuket and Koh Samui. Bangkok, Koh Samui, Krabi, Phuket. Okay. This is wrong. There's only one airline. Wait, is it one airline that? No, that might not be true. It's not one airline that flies to Koh Samui, but the Koh Samui airport is owned by Bangkok Airways, and that's why I have to look into that. If it's only Bangkok Airways that flies there. It's like combines transfer a flight plus a ferry van. Okay. Central Thailand, the wettest month. Okay, I need images. I need imagery, like what a weather app would have. Not this. This is boring. This is boring as hell. And what's with this color? This is not part of the color scheme. Okay, lots I needed to fix right now, actually. Let me see. Let me check the chat. Do you already have a unit test suite and end-to-end test? I don't see Claude running tests to make sure changes don't break. Hi, RPI. Welcome. I don't. I'm new to this. I'm an amateur vibe coder. Can you educate me a little bit? Like, what's an example of that? How do I install it into Claude? And make sure that that's happening. It's also pushing the code into GitHub. So if anything breaks, can't I just ask it to revert what it previously did? Oh, that was bad. Okay, the section definitely needs some pictures or images. It's way too much text, not enough visuals. I wanted some type of visuals that you would see on a weather app with like the sun, clouds, raindrops, lightning bolts, etc. Also, something unrelated, I noticed that for the drop-down menu, when the user chooses their month, it gets highlighted in this blue color, which is not a part of our color scheme. I'm attaching a screenshot so you know what I'm talking about. And also, back to the weather section, some of the text, like where it says wettest, it's also in that blue color, which isn't a part of our color scheme. So unless you're using different colors that I'm not seeing, for example, if you use a different color for sunny, to me that blue just doesn't make sense. Well, even so, I'm just gonna, I don't even want it to get the idea to add other colors, because then it's just, things aren't going to match and align. Yeah, I need some weather app looking images. Oh, why is this here? Yeah, but RPI, if I should be doing that, please let me know how I can go about doing that. I definitely don't want anything to break. Oh, there you go. I'm just seeing your message. You can ask Claude to write a basic test suite for your main features if the app is built with React. Okay, RPI, do I need that? Even though Claude is pushing the code to GitHub and everything is saved there. Sorry if it's a stupid question. I just truly don't know. And I want to balance, like, you know, doing the right things, but not doing too much. I don't know if it did write something for me already. Who even knows? I don't. The test will exercise those features and verify. And I guess if I ask Claude to do that, is that like a lot of heavy lifting for Claude, or? Okay, good to know. RPI, thank you so much for that information. I guess that it seems like, and I'm just trying to interpret everything that you're saying. It seems like that might be something useful if I want to go back to a feature that we worked on 10 steps ago and change something. We'll add a small delay while tests are running. Okay, good to know. This is feature number 7 of 10. So we're making our way there. Yeah, for sure, Echo. I've noticed that, like, anytime I've had to like check the last commit and take pieces out, it has been pretty good. It has been pretty good to me. Let's see, weather visuals. Or are they just gonna be like emojis? But let's see. Oh, I see what they tried to do. They tried to make it like rain themed, which I'm not sure if I like or I'm not sure if I don't like it. Okay, so what did I say? I wanted to go for 10 days, 3 stops. I'm an island hopper. I want to go in, they said, September, right? Okay, good. This is green now. And then I need to go to Phuket and Koh Samui so I can see the differences in weather. Here's the route. Okay, that's... But it doesn't look like a weather app. I wanted it to look like a weather app. Like, Echo, I'm thinking about yours because I looked at your website and I can't remember exactly what it looked like, but it literally looked like a weather app. Maybe if they put those cards also side by side instead of vertically. If they made them squares, like rounded squares instead of rectangles, and put them side by side like you would see on a weather app. How we ask it to integrate with our menu itself. So let me see. And then I think then maybe I'll let it color code everything based on the weather, because now I see why it was using blue. Because I don't want rain to be pink. That just doesn't make sense. Echo, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at your website. I don't know how heavy it is. I think it was just echo.nz. Was that what it was? Just remind me. And I don't necessarily want it to look like a generic weather app. I don't want it to look like a generic weather app, but just that style. And it could be like these cute little icons that it's using. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's see. Echo.nz. Sorry, Echo, don't mean to put your website on blast. Is it going to make my stream crash? Let me know, because you have a moving globe. I think you do start for free. Is it tools? Travel guide. It looks different than when I checked it out. It looks really good. Okay, yeah. Let me take a screenshot and then let me have a think. Because I'm not sure if I want it to have like a when to go. Because the way you have it, it's like when to go. I'm not sure if I want it to be like that. Like it's generating for the month that the user. My brain, how do I, there are so many things I want to change and then, okay, let me think. Okay, so it's still not looking like a weather app would look. There are a bunch of things I want to change. Let me try my best to explain it. And again, as always, please ask me clarifying questions if you don't understand what I'm talking about. First thing I'm thinking of is maybe we can change the cards to be side by side horizontally, and they would then be squares with rounded edges rather than rectangles with rounded edges. Now I'm also thinking that you must have had an idea for a color scheme based on weather. For example, rain would have been a rain blue. I'm not sure what you had in mind for other weather conditions, but I am thinking that I like that because having rain in pink or rose kind of doesn't really make sense. I want that section to really give the user a feel about the weather. And again, I do want it to look more like a weather app, but still use the cute weather icons that you are using rather than ones in a traditional weather app. I have attached a screenshot from another website where they have a weather section just as an idea of something similar that I want it to look like. I don't want it to look exactly the same as that at all. I don't want to use the color scheme in the screenshot. It's just an idea. So please make sure you ask me clarifying questions before you go on and change anything, because I know that was a lot. And I just confused myself. Thank you, Azor. I'll check it later because, you know, I'm not going to open Discord. That would be the kiss of death of my stream if I open that up right now. So it's like I want it to look weather appy, but I don't want it to look like a generic weather app. But the information is accurate. September is the wettest month in central Thailand and the Andaman coast. A few real forks here. I'm sure there are. Hi, Mr. X. Hi, Mr. X, welcome. Well, I just started using Opus 4.8 this week, let me just finish this and then I'll check my usage actually. Yesterday was the first day that I ran out. I didn't even run out of usage. I just ran out of the session usage. Yesterday, for the first time on stream, we had to wait like 45 minutes. Our weather data is per region for the month you pick. Yes, your route can touch up to approximately 4 regions. Which structure do you want? 1 square per region. Yeah, I think the 1 square per region, because it is, I do like the 12-month overview, but maybe that's just for something different, because this is like really like, this is it says build a trip that feels like you. It's a very like personalized itinerary, so I think maybe just in your trip. Yeah. How much info should each weather card show? Icon, condition, temperature, and rain. Let's go minimal text. There's already a lot to read on this. So let's go minimal text. It's enough information, I think. How strongly should the color convey the weather field? Tint the whole card? No, not the whole card. I like the idea, but then it will just mess with the whole design. Color, icon, and label only. Yeah, let's do that. I'm curious to see Mr. X actually once Claude pushes this, I'll take a look, because I've been streaming now for what, an hour and 45 minutes. I wonder how much it used, because I started at 0 for the session. So let's see. I suggest you better use Opus format. Opus format. It's really good enough for these. Yeah, I mean, I also, Mr. X, I really do like the way Opus 4.8 has been thinking and working for me. I kind of like just want to use the smartest model. I will say, like, if it gets to a point where I'm running out of tokens every day, I'll definitely make the switch. Right now, I think I'm good. I like the way things are working. Again, yesterday was the first day that the session ran out of usage. If that's something that's going to happen to me every day, then I'll definitely switch. But can I try this? No, thank you. Thank you for looking out. Thank you for looking out. Again, like, I'm very new to this, so okay, so like, for example, it's been an hour and 45 minutes and I used 52% of the current session, and I usually stream from anywhere from 2 hours to maybe 2.5 hours. So I personally think that's pretty good, and it's gonna reset in about 3 hours. And this is my entire usage, right? And this is resetting in like 5 hours. The one that resets every week, so. All right, a little bathroom break while Claude is still thinking. Still thinking, still thinking. All right, yeah, I think that let's get this weather section looking good. Does it really, Mr. X? Nobody's ever told me that before. I don't know if it's me or you, Mr. X, because nobody's ever had a problem joining the Discord before. That's actually not a bad suggestion, especially given Claude's more. RPI, yeah. I'll think about it or play around, especially if I start to run into problems. And you did message me before. Hold on. You messaged me a bunch of things. Let me reread it. Sorry. I was focusing on something else and I never got back to you. Let me give you an example. Let's suppose you change the layout to show less information on a single screen. Claude will have to make quite a few adjustments, right? How would you know if a feature still works? You don't want to test everything manually every time. By having a test suite, you and Claude can better catch unwanted changes in your app. That said, if you're not running into issues right now, keep going. So RPI, actually, I just read everything you said, and I think that's a good idea because you're right. As I'm building, I'm noticing this page is getting longer and longer. I may, in the future, just like you said, the example that you gave, I may want to show less information on a single screen, like you're saying, and have them click, and I don't know how it would work, have them move to another screen. That's something I'm thinking about working on once all the features are built, and I could kind of just see what is all this shit that the app is giving the user, and what do I want to move? Like, what doesn't have to be on the main screen? What can they click to then go to another screen? So maybe I should do that. RPI, can you remind me one more time, what exactly should I say to Claude Code to create that, to have it run that test and have it run those tests? If you're still here, if you don't mind telling me, because I know you put it somewhere up in the chat. And also, can you tell me, is it something that's going to take if I run this right now, is it going to take a long time? Just 'cause I have work in an hour and a half, so I'm just trying to manage my time with, when I'm going to stop building today and when I'm going to end the stream, because I can't really end when I'm in the middle of building a feature, because that will just drive me crazy. But I'm totally happy to set that up once I'm happy with the weather feature, just trying to gauge and organize time. But thank you so much, RPI, because I think that might actually help me in the future, because I am already thinking I might move things around so they're not all on a single screen. It's just hard for me to tell before all the features are built out. To identify which features might benefit from specific. Okay, thank you, RPI. Once I'm happy with this weather section, I'm gonna do that. Thank you so much. I think that's actually gonna save me. And thank you for taking the time to break it down and give me an example, because that has now helped me understand why this would be beneficial for me. And understanding why, like, that's what helps me choose, okay, what suggestions should I actually try right now, and what should I maybe save for another time? Like, it's important for me to know why, and you explained it really, really well. So I appreciate that. Okay, that's nicer. I honestly hate Discord for what they have become. There used to be a time when joining a server wanted us to just have a name. Now I need to save us. Well, yeah, I learned that the hard way, Azor, when I opened it up during stream that day. I'm also new to use. I haven't used Discord before until recently, until I started vibe coding. So I don't know how it used to be. This looks better. I don't know if it should be like spaced out more. But actually, it's okay. I think it's okay. I used to use Skype. You're talking about the same Skype. Well, there was only one Skype, right? Okay, this is okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take RPI's suggestion. And let's see. I'm okay with that for now. I'll still think about it. Before we move on to step 8, where did he say? Please identify which features might benefit from which features might benefit from specific tests in a unit test suite. From specific tests in a unit test suite. Damn, unit test means something completely different to me. A unit test is what I give my students. Let me see. Claude will figure out which testing library to use, and you can just decide what works best for you. Worst case would be that the link is temporary, which Discord never. Oh, shit. I should look into that then, Azor. Mr. X, I'm so sorry that you're struggling. I don't know how to help you right now. Somebody joined yesterday. Running the test takes only a few seconds, but Claude and other agents tend to run them often since they rely. Okay, we'll see what happens. Oh, Mr. X, do I know you? Do you know me? You thought I left teaching? So I left teaching, Mr. X, in the physical classroom. I left the physical classroom. I'm teaching virtually right now, but I'm an independent contractor. So in a way, like, I left teaching, but I haven't fully left it yet. But I left the physical classroom, and I'm teaching as an independent contractor now. And Azor, I agree with that. Teaching is not just a profession. Yeah, for sure. helping the ones confused get a way through. Yeah. And I feel like at this point, it's just in my nature to teach. But Mr. X, I would like to not have to teach even virtually anymore full time, especially because I am teaching students in the United States, and their drive and work ethic, they just don't want to do anything. So it's super unmotivated. When I was teaching in the physical classroom in Thailand, those kids, I mean, they wanted to learn. They wanted to, they just wanted to do things, and that was a breath of fresh air. But it was also, I mean, it's a long story. It was just taxing, and it didn't give me enough freedom. From the UK is also like you, teaching independently and living in Thailand. Oh, no way. That's so cool. That's so cool. Long story short, by trade, I'm a high school teacher. High school is my passion. I like working with older students, just because, they're old enough where you can have a conversation with them. When I took the job in Thailand, I was teaching elementary school students, so they were little kids, and I don't do little kids. When it comes to teaching, I'll hang out with little kids. That's fun. But teaching little kids, that's just not for me. I took the job because I wanted to move here. I would have taught anything, and I would have taught anyone to move here. So I took the job. But yeah, after a year of working with little kids, I couldn't have run for the hills fast enough. They are loud. They are obnoxious. Okay, let me see what happened here. Where one of your students will stumble by and say, "Oh, I remember you, ma'am. Thank you." Oh, I know. And some of them do reach out to me, and they thank you, and I'm happy that to those students, like, I'm the teacher that they remember. You always have that teacher that you remember. Okay, hold on. What does it say? What's happening here? RPI, I hope we're still there. Okay, good instinct to do this before adding more surface area. Here's where the app actually has a logic worth testing. Route generation. Want me to set up Vitest and write the high value suite? Sure, but it's not gonna change anything, right? If I do this. Sounds reasonable. Okay. It won't change anything in my app. Okay. Just double checking. Okay, want me to set up? As far as I'm, okay, doesn't really. Just make sure that you don't change anything in this app that we've already built. Oh no, what happened? Oh, that's I can use the change the dictation model. Let me see if this works. Just make sure that you don't change anything in this app that we've already built. High impact test only is a good start. Okay. And write the okay, let's see. Thank you, RPI. Yeah, if this is going to help me in the long run, because I already am noticing it's just so, like, the page is so long and there's still more that's going to be built and I can't even remember what it is. It would be nice for them to click and go somewhere else maybe, but I'm not sure yet. I could also make it a drop down, like expandable. I can make some sections expandable, but I have to think. Once I see the whole thing, then I'll have a better idea. And then there are also other things, like I'm noticing when they suggest the ferry, I have an actual concrete suggestion for that of what they should use to book the ferries, but that would lead them somewhere else. But I need to see the full picture first before I can decide. And then after this, I think I'll probably end the stream after this, so I can eat something before I work. Okay, perfect. Thanks for teaching me. Thanks for telling me about it. Because now I'll know moving forward, and for future apps as well. RPI, just question. When in the building stage, do you ask Claude to, or whatever agent you're using, to start running these tests or setting up these tests? Is that something that you do off the bat, like initially? Or is it something like partially through the process you start doing? Just so I know when I start building my next web app, if I should straight off the bat tell Claude to incorporate this. Hi, New. Oh, something translated. On YouTube, it says you're saying yes. On OBS, it looks like you're saying yo. What's not much? How are you? I'm building a Thailand itinerary builder. Let me show you what it's looking like. How cool is that? I've been good. Learning a lot. Honestly, have been learning a lot Claude knows to run tests automatically after a big change or feature. Okay, perfect. RPI. Well, so the skills, I ran the skills you told me about last time. I remember it really didn't do much, and I'm wondering if that's because I'm building in Replit. Um, I'm not sure because remember it didn't really work. So I'm curious when I start building using Vercel if that's something that's going to be a little more visible. 'Cause I don't know if you remember last time it wasn't really working. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe that's a Replit thing. But no, I haven't. I finished that other app, finished for now. Like it functions enough for me to give it to my community. I already did. I got a lot of positive feedback on it. And I'll continue to build that in the background, like add more cities to it, add more features to it, maybe design it a little bit better. But I moved on to the next app. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. And yeah, this is what I've been working on. This one is definitely a little more in depth. There's a lot more to it than the first app. But I'm really, really liking the direction that it's heading in. So let's see November now. They said that was something that they said to try out in terms of weather. Yeah, it auto builds your itinerary based on what your interests are, what your style of travel is, what your budget is. Yeah, it tells you how to get around, get from one place to another. We added this today. It tells you about the weather. Okay, this is accurate. Drying out, cool and dry. It's the wettest in the Gulf. Yeah, and it builds out your day-by-day plan. Oh, so you're still working only on that? So it's not really a community website. Basically my majority of my followers on Instagram and TikTok, they're people who are interested in visiting Thailand and moving to Thailand. So they are always DMing me, asking me questions about cost of living and building their itinerary. So to learn how to vibe code, I'm just building apps that I can give to them to then answer their questions. It actually makes my life a little bit easier because I don't always have the time to answer everybody's messages because a lot of them have so many questions. And hopefully if I build things that answers all that questions, it will save me time because it's also important to me. I make sure that I get back to every single person. Sometimes it just takes me a long time. But if I could just send them the link to this and be like, hey, oh shit, so you're the second person who said that it's not working. So then it's me. It's me. Does anybody know how to fix that? Is it just that the link expired and I need a new link? You know how to fix it. How do I fix it? How do I fix it? Just go to generate a new one. Are they always going to expire like that? That's so annoying. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't open Discord while I'm streaming because last time I did that, it made my stream crash. But here's what I'll do. As soon as I end the stream, I'll generate a new link and I'll put it in the video description. I'm going to update the video description for this live stream. If it's not too much trouble for you to just give me 5 minutes after I end the stream, I'll update the video details and then you can go try that link. Same thing for Mr. X. If not, the new link will be ready tomorrow if you come back. Thank you. I just don't want to. That app, man. That app is just so heavy. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome anytime. I really appreciated your input the other day. I'm sorry it didn't work out and it didn't work, but I will be trying that again at some point. It was another guy's idea, but yeah. Yeah, but still, great idea. Yeah, for sure. Definitely trying to try everything and see what works for me. He built that sick thing. What sick thing? Oh, okay. But he used that skill that you were talking about? Okay, let's see what happened. I don't understand any of this, so it has fully isolated from the... You care to check? I'm already there. He's using all skills. Okay, hold on. Let me just focus on... I need to interpret what happened here just so I understand. It's fully isolated from the app, standalone and everything under a new test folder which sits outside. Oh, okay. So, all right, hold on. New, sorry. Let me just read. I touched no app source. The only existing file change. Tested only public exports. 5 tests, files, 30 cases. On the high value logic. To run them and replicate after pulling. So do I have to do something in Replit? I have no node npm in this environment, so I couldn't execute the suite. Yeah, I don't know what node is. I wrote it by tracing the actual source in London. If anything goes red. So what does this mean? What do I do? Tell him to do it by himself? Who, Claude? Don't bother yourself? Okay, RPI, I don't have that, so what should I do? If I pull into Replit, is anything gonna change? Tell Claude to verify the run? That's what it's saying. Want me to verify the run or shall we move on? So should I just tell Claude verify the run? Oh wait, but I didn't run anything. Okay, new. So should I? Sorry, just tell me exactly what I'm saying to Claude. Just tell. I don't want to say just do it. Say, should I just tell Claude? Can you install it for me? Okay, you're gonna be right back. RPI, are you there? Can you? Cause I feel like you know you have a lot of knowledge on this. Um, if you can just maybe point me in the right direction, RPI, and what I should do next. Yeah. So should I? Okay. Also, what installing Node is that like? What is that? What is that actually installing? Is that installing something on my computer? Is it something that's going to be heavy? Sorry if it's a ignorant question. I just don't know. I want to know what's being installed on my computer. Node is likely already installed. It says that there's no node. Yes, packages, but not really heavy. I don't really want anything else installed. Should I maybe just do what it says to do with Replit? That maybe just seems... If it has a console or interface for to run your test there. Because I think maybe using Replit, that's why we're facing a lot of these issues. So maybe I should just... For watch mode. Quite fixed one bug, pre-commit. Okay, thank you, Echo. Echo knows that I'm like that I overthink everything. I'm scared to do anything. Is the tool used to download? All right, so fine. I'm gonna just go for it then. Let me see what you said. You said install it for me and then proceed with what's left. So I'm asking it to install Node for me. Okay, can you install Node for me and then proceed with what's left? Do not stop unless you complete 5 solid tests and provide the evidence and verdicts. Just putting what just using what you said. New. I feel like maybe I should publish this right now just in case. No app changes. Will not be asking you to test after each attempt. Okay. Unless he is sure he fixed what you... Okay. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. It's running. Thank you guys. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I have work in an hour. I don't know what y'all got me doing. New always got me going on a detour. But to run JavaScript on your computer or server wall. No, yeah, no, it's simple. I get it. Thank you for explaining. Like, I need to understand what everything is and why I need it. I was looking into running your tests on Replit, and honestly, this approach looks much easier. Which approach? Running the tests on to Replit or installing Node? Do we have enough space to deploy Node? I don't know. Azor, how would I know? Installing Node. Okay. Azor, what do you mean? I might not have enough space? That's what I was thinking. That's why I was a little hesitant. You need storage to deploy on Replit? I don't think so. But that's why I'm saying Node is something that's going to be installed on my computer. Right? And I was worried about space. Good news there. Okay. Depending on the backend, if Node.js site gets visited by 10 people at the same time, one will get a 404. Azor, I don't want that. The test files were not pulled into production. Ran the test suite. Ran the suite for real. Committed an updated package. Is this looking good, guys? Oh no, Azor, so should I have not done this? What do you think? Because I value your advice a lot. Okay. I'm scrolling, guys. I'll go full screen for you so it's easier. Well, now my camera's blocking. One note for your Replit pull after pulling. After pulling, run once to pick up the fight test when they committed. It's fine. Everything you made on your website is TypeScript, which falls under React. The TS you see after the assessment is TypeScript. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so I gotta pull. Okay. All right, guys. I still don't know exactly what I did, but you guys are saying it's good. So I guess now I have to pull into Replit and then I have to run these two commands in the shell. That's what I think it's telling me to do. So let me do that. All right, let me pull. Let me sync. Right, and then it wants me to, I have to run these. Five vulnerabilities. What happened? That doesn't sound good. So it's not really necessary that copy and paste the output for Claude. Okay. Oh, run this as well. All right, let me see. Okay. Is this good? I'm just gonna show Claude anyway. Giving you a screenshot of what I got after running both commands. Just let me know that everything looks okay. I would have ended up here anyway. Okay. Don't worry about it, just NPM being NPM. Just NPM being NPM. Now runner. You good? Yeah, all good. Well, NPM and brew will work just fine. Okay, thank you, Azor. Thank you. I'm all set. Okay. I think it's good, right? I think we're good. We're good. We're good. Let me just do a little test run. Make sure everything is still the same. That's just my paranoia. Let's see what it says. Where are we? We're in June. This is actually like super accurate right now. It is monsooning. It has been monsooning here like crazy. Thank you, RPI. Thank you so much for all your help. I really, really appreciate you. You're super patient, and I appreciate that. Thanks. I learned something new from you today, so I'm extremely, extremely grateful for that. All right. All right, guys. I am going to end the stream because once again, here I am getting carried away and vibe coding way later into the evening than I expected, right? But I have work now in less than an hour, so I definitely need to get ready for that. But thank you guys for joining me on day 11. Is today day 11? Day 11 of of learning how to vibe code, we added a little feature and I learned something new, so I'm grateful for that. So yeah, I had fun too. Yes, the Discord link. I have to fix that. I'll fix that as soon as I get off stream. Thank you, Azor, as always. So nice having you. Thank you, New. Make it a permanent link if you can. Okay, I'm going to look into that. Guys, give me a little bit and I'll update the Discord link in the video details. Thank you, New. Thank you, RPI. Who else was here? Thank you, Raina. You were here. Annie stopped by. Thank you, Annie, for joining. And I can't remember who else, but I hope you guys have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you on Discord, and see you tomorrow for day 12. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Mr. X, yes, Mr. X, Mr. X. Thank you. Oh, Echo, oh my God. How can I forget Echo? Echo, thank you. Thank you. Can never forget Echo. Okay, guys, my brain is just mush. Yeah, everybody, thank you. My brain is just mush right now. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, shit. Azor, I'm forgetting everybody. Thank God for Azor. I'm a mess. All right, guys, I think I need to go eat. I'm hungry. I'll see you tomorrow.